understanding the role of male and female in today's society is really a crapshoot. Not really. We're moving, I've talked about in the past, and you've probably read an awful lot about the feminine energy, the age of Aquarius. And for you men, you're probably feeling like left out. It's like, why all these women? What's wrong with us? There's nothing wrong with you guys. You're awesome. And quite frankly, in the big picture, women, we have been raised to do you a disservice because we were raised in a manner that was a disservice to us. So let's go back. Men and women are very different, obviously. The red light's flashing. Is that okay? I never noticed it before. To the Native Americans, to the Mayas, to people, the Eskimos, to people who have lived in the land and on the land, back into ancient cultures, you know, before they were corrupted, before the politics corrupted them. And that is really what has happened. If you go back into small communities prior, well, we can go Babylonian times, which was the beginning of the Freemason, which was the beginning of the Illuminati, which is, you know, the control mechanism that is coming out to the point of abuse, massive, massive abuse of the power controls of the planet, of people, and this is where we have a lot of problems now. But you take that back and you out of the place of where people were controlled, and there was a great honoring of men and women. Men have their place. Men are strong. They are protectors. They are providers. They're providers because they've always had more strength than the women to go out and hunt, to go out and lift and log and, you know, and cut, and that is their more physical. Even a non-physical man, they're physical. That is the way they are built. That's their role. They are the protector. They are the provider. And that is in that's in the male side. But they have the feminine side of them too. They have the heart. They have the love. So when you fall in love, there's that gentleness and there's that power and that passion that comes through, if it's allowed to come through in natural form. A man holding a new child, a baby, there is a gentle passion, a gentle nurturing that comes through of understanding what this life is about. That it also has to be nurtured. It also has to be allowed to come through. Emotions such as tears, pain, are absolutely allowed. At least they should be. Yet all of these things, those particular sides, the feminine sides of the masculine, have been stopped. Because if you hone and build those up, how can you have a man go and kill someone else? How can you have someone annihilate and be controlled to be a gladiator, to be a destructive force of hatred if they have those emotions? I love the saying, the military, we break them down to build them up. You break them down to program them to be robots, because it is a totally unnatural thing for someone to wantonly, with an open heart, go and kill somebody else. Even in threat, the power of a compassionate warrior is far greater than that of the warrior with the gun in hand and with hatred in their heart. And my heart hurts for my sons, for my father, for the men, my husbands, for the men that have been in my life that have not been able to honor that part of their generations, because it was been passed on and passed on and passed on, back, and we've got your point now, and guys, you don't have a choice, you don't have a chance most of the time. But no, now is changing, that the role of the men is absolutely changing, because it has to change, and it will change because the women are changing to honor their roles. It's not a women's lib, and it's not feminist movement, and it's not male bashing and only women are supreme. Absolutely not. We cannot do it without you. We need your balance. We need your support. So the feminine times of where we're in are taking the women back into council, whether it be a council of 1 or 2 or larger. But they have to understand that their roles as the cycle, understanding of the cycles, understanding of life and creation, understanding of the power of family and of community in the positive way as well as the negative, but balancing things out. We have to be the teacher. We have to also be the nurturer and have enough courage to allow our sons and to allow our husbands the emotions to feel and to cry, to feel pain, to feel sadness, to feel loss, to get angry, but anger in a positive way. We haven't done that for a long, long time. So the women have to go and retrain themselves into another way of honoring their feminine side. So what is happening now is, often when I go into circle and do meditations or do yoga or different activities, they're generally all women, or majority of women, because men have not been welcomed. Yet when there is one man present, the whole energy of a circle or a meeting changes. Because too many hormones throws everything out of balance. But when you have one man just present, holding space, as I call it, there's a neutralized field that comes in, and a very unspoken balance that sets the field, and often there is a much more cohesive and much more centered conversation or decisions or energies that are going on within that circle. Because if the one man is just holding space and honoring his place in that, I always will honor, thank you for being the space and holding it. So what does this mean in general terms?